Welcome back, Plug Nation. Today, we've got some great information. You already know I like to waste any time, so whatever you gotta do, make sure that like button is blue. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's get right into the news. So, Luck TV said NBA 2K23 is in 58 days. We are officially less than 2 months away from 2K23 coming out. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section, yes or no. Are you going to be on 2K day one, or are you getting it for Christmas? You're not getting 2K. Let me know if you guys are currently buying the game. Anyway, Solo said playing guard on 2K takes more skill than playing center. True or false? And Watchplug said true, and it's not even an opinion. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about that. I definitely think, like, in a comp scenario, like a wager or comp pro-am, it's definitely harder to play on a guard. Now, that doesn't take anything away from centers. You still got to hedge. You got to get down for your rebounds. You got to be in the passing lanes. It's definitely hard to play at a high skill level versus very good people on a center, for sure. I just think that it's harder to play on guard in those comp scenarios. Now, Park may be a little bit different. I don't know, but I'm just talking about strictly for the most competitive scene of 2K. It's probably harder to play on a guard. Anyway, apparently, Ronnie 2K was interviewed about 2K23. Quavo posted this on Twitter. Ronnie 2K says gamers can expect the quote-unquote greatest NBA 2K game ever. Ronnie 2K said, quote-unquote, obviously 23 is a special number and it made sense to put MJ on the cover. But again, it represents what we are trying to convey with that, which is that this is the year of greatness and this is going to be the greatest game we've ever released. This is quite a statement. Ronnie 2K added that the gameplay features a quote-unquote whole new system and that it feels quote-unquote different and smoother than gameplay of the past. Those comments are pretty vague, but they have us excited. As he also points out, since the developers have now been working with the current gen for a while, they have had a chance to really hone their game. So they are finally calling next gen current gen, which is pretty cool. But what I'm more interested in is the fact that Ronnie 2K said there's a whole new system on 2K23. Now, Ronnie 2K obviously is the spokesperson, one of the spokespersons for 2K. He's known to say fancy words. That's part of his job, blah, blah, blah. But I do want to see what he's talking about. Is there actually a smoother system and what he's saying is true? We don't know until we see more gameplay, but it is interesting because 2K22 next gen definitely took a better turn with smoothness. It is a tiny bit clunky sometimes, but otherwise it's pretty smooth, and if it can get even smoother than that, I think they are definitely on a good road. You guys know I like to dribble and all that type of stuff, so I do think 2K22 next gen dribbling is pretty good. It's clunky at times, it can get better, but if it does get better, that is a very good sign for the game. Anyway, this is a blurry screenshot, but this guy said just got confirmation that the 10% XP boost is for the entire year of 2K23 if you get the championship edition. So hopefully that's true. Take that with a grain of salt. We don't know for sure, but I really do hope that that 10% bonus does last for the entire year, because I'm buying the $150 championship edition strictly for that 10% bonus. Now, I know a lot of people don't really care about that, but you know, as a creator, I do want to hit the highest level faster if I do go for the highest levels, which by the way is very important that 2K puts in good rewards that we are incentivized to get on and earn. Like, I would love to see how many people hit legend on 2K22 in season 4. Then we go to an alternate universe where they knew that the legend reward was a parrot, and I guarantee the numbers were gonna be astronomically way down. There has to be rewards that you yourself want to get on and earn, and there has to be rewards, even though this doesn't fit for me because I usually just play park. There's got to be rewards for people that play rec, pro-am, stage, all that they can use those rewards as well, because you can't bring a lot of the rewards into pro-am and rec, stuff like that. You can't even wear the jetpack on the court. You can't even walk around with the jetpack. It's like, yes, they brought some of the rewards back, but even that is messed up at the same time. So 2K, just take it slowly and realize what you're putting in the game. Like, if you're bringing the jetpack back, you got to be able to wear the jetpack on the court. You got to be able to wear it with a mascot, or else you're not really bringing it back. You see what I'm saying? You're changing it up a lot different than it was in the past. But anyway, I think there was more to the interview, and this is where Swante got it from, but I got these pictures from Swante. Ronnie 2K said, well, what can you say? He's the greatest of all time. It is the 23rd 2K. I mean, that's pretty simple, but I think it's actually bigger than that. We are stamping our best titles with Jordan years. I think it's like a statement that this is our 3rd year on next gen. We feel very confident about this product. It's going to be the greatest one yet. Why not put the greatest athlete of our time on the cover? So Ronnie 2K is referring to next gen as next gen. The other guy was referring to it as current gen. Whatever. not a big deal. But anyway, he did say this is our third year on next gen. Keep in mind, once again, not saying anything about current gen. The last article, the guy said current gen, but he was talking about next gen. So like I've told you guys, current gen might be a very similar game to 2K22 current gen, and they're finally starting to put their main focus by far on next gen. Now, do I think that they should just water down 2K23 current gen since they've already confirmed it's going to be two different games and just make it horrible? No. Now that we know it's two games separate, they should still make the game good enough for people to want to play on it. But I do believe 2K24, we should finally go back to one game. And we already know that 2K23 current gen or last gen, whatever you want to call it, I know it's confusing, I gotta keep saying it though, is going to be the cruise ship again. So it might be the same exact game, but we also have seen that it's going to be the same city for 2K23 next gen, so it might be the same game. I don't know. I'm just telling you what Ronnie 2K has said from the information that we have currently. But it is interesting to see Ronnie 2K not even mention current gen at all, and at the same time say, hey, our best 2K games ever, 2K11, 2K16 had Michael Jordan. This is our third year on next gen. We're probably going to make this our best game ever. So I'm excited to see it, but at the same time, remember, Ronnie 2K is a salesman for 2K, so don't get your hype up, you know, too much. But anyway, the cover of the game definitely isn't make or break for me. I'm not like, oh, this guy's on the cover, I'm not buying the game or something like that. But check out this cover that this guy made on Twitter. It looks fire. I mean, absolutely fire. I would almost guarantee most of you would agree it looks better than this one right here. I do think that the other one with the Jordan jersey looks fire, but 2K, why do you not hire more of these guys right here? Like, they're obviously very good at what they do, and I'm just confused to why 2K doesn't want to pay these guys to make artwork when they make extremely good work. But anyway, this guy, I got sent a few screenshots on Twitter because, guys, I look at everything. Comments, when you at me on Twitter, I see it. I might not respond to everything. Obviously, I can't do that. I would just be on the, you know, my phone and stuff all day, but I see almost every single thing, you guys. That's why I tell you to comment and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I do that for a reason. But anyway, this guy went live on YouTube and he was playing quote unquote 2K23 early. Now, as you see, it just looks a tiny bit different than 2K22, which this could be real, maybe, but I would say it's a very, very low chance of that being real, and he does not have NBA 2K23 early. But NBA 2K23 early, we have lots of information on that already, but not at the same exact time. So we're kind of in the same exact spot that we were last year. We know that it's going to be a cruise ship again. We know that it's going to be a city again, but at the same time, this is how I'm thinking about it. Like, yes, it might say there's going to be a cruise ship again, but it could be, for example, like this cruise ship right here, and then turn into this cruise ship on 2K23. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could happen. I'm not saying it's going to. I'm not saying there's a high chance of it. I'm just saying, like, you could have a small city for 2K22 next gen like this, and then 2K23 next gen looks like this. So, hey, it could happen. I'm just saying that's how I'm thinking about it. Like, yes, it does say cruise ship and city, but it doesn't mean it's going to be the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully 2K does it right, and maybe they will do the multiple different locations like we had in that fake leak a few days ago, where you're able to play in UK, United States, Australia, you know, stuff like that. That would be super cool. I'm actually down for the fact of multiple different cities instead of multiple different affiliations like we had. Like, I'm down to see and try it out. Like, can 2K actually do that right? Now, of course, I think that 2K should go back to multiple affiliations, like actual affiliations. One park is an affiliation, one park, you know what I'm saying, like we had back in the day, because, hey, it was one of the things that made 2K great. One of the biggest reasons that made the old 2Ks great. But I'm down to see and, you know, just try it out if 2K can make it correct. But I don't know if they're going to, and I don't know if they're going to put that in the game. So I'm just saying, in case they do, it might not be done correctly. It might not be executed right. You guys know we've talked about that so many times. 2K might add things into the game that people have asked for and blah, 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 but it doesn't mean that it's executed correctly and it's what we asked for sure. For example, I've said the affiliations back in the day versus them now, but let's just talk about the jetpacks. All right, back in the day, you were able to wear the jetpack and walk around with it. You were able to wear it on the court. You were able to wear it with a mascot. None of those things you can do now. So it's like they did bring back jetpacks, but you can't walk around with it. You can't take it to the stage. You can't play with it. You can't put a freaking mascot, you know, over it. Like, I feel like it's such a small percentage of the community that even sees these things that I'm talking about. Like, they'll just go, oh, this is what you guys asked for, and they brought it back, and you're complaining. Like, no, it's not technically what we asked for, because we asked for it to come with everything it had back in the past. Just like affiliations now, how it's stickers on the ground in a city. No, we want multiple different parks back. Every single park is a designated, dedicated server that is a vibe, like Sunset Beach, Rivet City with the chain nets in the warehouse, Old Town with the carnivals, not stickers on the ground that tell you where you're at in the city. So hopefully 2K23 is good. Right now, I'm on the fence because I don't know what it's going to look like. It could really be pretty much the same exact city and the same exact cruise ship, but that doesn't also mean that it's going to be a trash game based off that, because a lot of people love 2K17 and love 2K20, and both of those games had the same parks. Like, yeah, at the time, sometimes back in 2K17, people were complaining, yeah, but now they go, oh, 2K17 was the best 2K of all time. 2K20 is really hyped up, and that game had the same exact park from 2K19. So it doesn't necessarily mean 100% the game is going to be trash. There's a lot of other things that go in that. I'm fine with having the same park 3 years in a row as long as we have good gameplay and great rewards. Like, I would honestly take that. If we can get rid of something, like sacrifice something, 2K doesn't have to work on a park for a year, and we get really nice things around that, I'd be okay with that. Now, of course, that's an extreme situation, but hopefully 2K just does something right next year. Like I've told you guys, do not buy the game because of me. These videos are not to hype up 2K23. I've never been paid 1 penny by 2K themselves. These videos are strictly my excitement when I see the news, because I'm a diehard 2K fan. We have a love-hate relationship. I'm gonna buy 2K every year. I want to see the best out of 2K. So don't buy 2K23 because of me. At your own risk, purchase the game. And I want you guys to remember that for other people as well. I don't have a logo this year. I had a logo last year and I lost it because I spoke so much about how much I didn't like 2K21. But anyway, if you've made it this far into the video, let me know by commenting down below, loyal gang. That's all you got to do. And let's just talk real quick. What are some things you want to see in 2K23? Me personally, as I've told you guys a few times, you might not have heard it, I really want to see multiple different areas to play at, because NBA Live, yes, isn't the perfect game. The gameplay is definitely the worst part of it, but everything else is very good. And one of the best things they did in NBA Live 19 is you're able to go on the game and play in 30 different arenas. There's even more than that, by the way, when you play other game modes and stuff, but strictly like playing online people, I think there's 30 different arenas. There might be even more than that for just online, but like when you're playing offline, there's even more. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to say, but 30 different ones. So say you're a casual player, which is 80-90% of the 2K community, which is completely fine to be a casual player, by the way. Don't take that the wrong way. Say you're a casual player, it takes you 30 different times to play in the same place again. You see what I'm saying? You play 30 games before you play in the same place again. A casual player is only going to play for like an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours. So it takes you a good amount of time to be able to even get back to the same place that you've played at before, which is huge for people. Different sceneries, different lightings, all that, different vibes. That is huge for me. And 2K can already do that. It's already there. We already have a 3v3 pro-am. By the way, there needs to be a 2v2 pro-am, but we've already got a 3v3 pro-am, which is the perfect place to establish this. So you go into 3v3 pro-am, and then one time you're playing in Miami, the next time you're playing in Paris, the next time you're playing in New York, the next time you're playing in Florida, then Dubai, all that already there. It's just different sceneries. I know it's not just that. I'm not a developer. I know it's obviously harder than that, but I'm just saying that could be huge for 2K23. But anyway, click one of these two videos right here. Drop a like if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. It's your boy Badge Plug. You have been plugged in. As you guys know, 2K23 news has already came out, but when even more of it comes out, it's going to be right here on this channel. Anyway, click one of these two videos and I'm out. Peace.